Editor here. Today's episode has some audio issues for the first 35 minutes. After that, it's perfection. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Hello, I'm Kristen. I'm Janine. I'm Carol, and we rewatch movies from the 80s to determine, did that age well? And today, we have a special guest with us, our dad. Hi, Dad. And for the first time ever, this episode is also being video recorded. Check it out on our YouTube channel. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe, drop us a review, and come hang out with us on Discord at the Shaw Podcast server.
Well, hello, everybody. You've all been here a couple of times. I wanted just to welcome everybody to the Shermer High Alumni Association.
Yes. Well, hey, everyone. All right, what's up? How was your week? Totally phenomenal. Exhausting. That seems to be our answers every single week. Totally phenomenal. And this week, we're actually in person. We're with each other. We are, which hasn't happened in over a year. Ever for the podcast. Ever for the podcast. So there's a first for the podcast. So we decided to bring out the old video recorder and old video camera. Our parents' basement. So we were in Alaska, and I think we were in Icy Street Point or something like that, and we were going to a little historical museum about canneries, canning of fish. And there was this gentleman. He had been maybe late 70s, maybe early 80s, and he had the full blown video recorder with the VHS tape in it, recording the cannery footage. What? And he had the whole thing. We love him.
And that's wonderful, but with that VHS format, where are you playing?
I'm going to go with this man with the VHS camcorder, had a VHS player.
I'm glad he'll be able to actually be the only one seeing his memories.
Yes, that he's going to rewatch his own. It was like, you took this on a whole cruise like that. It was huge. So we're recording today. So did you approach him and ask why would he use this? No, I was really into cannery information. So I didn't get a chance to do that. I feel like your wife was probably more interested in than you're perfectly.
The canneries?
You're absolutely correct, sir. I had to go get her. You got to see. She's reading every placard. Yes, for everything.
Didn't that one do the same thing up in Nantucket?
Still hasn't read every placard.
Probably want to tell her, if you do get to Nantucket, don't miss the whale museum.
Yes.
Make sure you read every placard.
It is riveting. You'll be there all day. Yeah. And then your grandpa might fall asleep and start snoring during the lecture. Who did? Grandpa.
Sure.
I never had to go with Grandpa. I did. I was 13. Proud of you. What? I'm proud of you. Thanks. I'm proud of you.
And you should be all proud of yourself, because I never did either, so.
Yeah, I can say I did that. Nice.
Yes, right.
So it's been a great trip here. We had some fun.
Where are you at right now?
We are at our parents' house.
Yeah.
We're in Ohio. Ohio. Yeah, in Ohio. And we went to the Lakewood Arts Festival today. We did. That was good. I think it's the best fun I've seen it go on. Thanks for the invite. You were at church. And invites are nice too. So that you can decline? Yeah. Brilliant. Yeah. If Carol did want to go to the Lakewood Arts Festival with us, I would have loved to, but I would have had to pass.
There you go.
Well,
but a wonderful yearly event. You always hope for good weather. This year was Perfect. It was around 73 here in the Cleveland, Ohio area.
Did you go here?
I do not go to the Laser Arts Festival because all I'll end up doing is buying tchotchkes, and that means more things, and more things mean more things that I got to get rid of. So,
You mean that we will have to
That we will have to get rid of.
Yeah.
We'll have to.
yes, that you guys would put into the dumpster. So I didn't go. But there were food trucks and stuff, I understand.
There were
lots of
food trucks.
Lots of good.
And did you get any food today?
I did. I got a
Falafel wrap from Aladdin's.
Falafel wrap. And falafel is what again?
It's chickpeas and
and some other stuff fried into balls.
Okay, so it looks like meatballs.
fried into balls. Fried into balls.
Okay.
Yeah, so we did like turnips and
Oh my, what's pickled?
That's what was in it. So I have a shishwak, and it had all these pickled things in it. And I'm like, this is like Joe's.
it was not like Joe's.
Yeah, that was a free.
That is
That was a free endorsement right there for Shishwalk in Cleveland, Ohio,
correct. Joe's stuff. And falafel.
and falafel.
So for this week's movie, we let Dad choose the movie. And
From a list.
from a list,
Again, the folks here at Shermer High like to give you some direction. So they got a list of movies from which I believe I picked 4, and picking up the energy from the Shermers, I inadvertently picked another movie with that featured it.
Yes.
yes, and I didn't see that. He pointed that out to me yesterday. Your mom saw it too. And I totally missed. I just assumed it was like the gymnasium scene.
There are 2 gymnasium scenes, folks, and there's one early on, you can't tell. The later one that's literally at the very end of the movie, there's a giant sign in the gymnasium that says where you're at. But during the big electric scene where everything's going crazy is some sort of a city sign, and it says, that's just on fire.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it tells you, where you are. Where are you, by the way? What city are you in?
Shermer, Illinois.
Shermer, Illinois. And it tells you that zip code is 60007.
We do know that.
And there's approximately 36,000 people live in the city.
Real.
36,000. And of course, the 16,007 zip code for all of you folks is, of course, in the greater Chicago area. But of course, does show really exist? Is there a show?
No, there is not. There does not. I believe we talked about
Did you?
this. It's
Olive Grove Village, Illinois. Yeah.
It's what?
Elk Grove Village, Illinois.
Well, that would be your 60007. But of course, where it came from originally, I believe, was Shermerville. And it now has a new name that they changed many years ago because apparently a lot of folks from Chicago would come down there, drink, and get stuck. So they had a total reputation of a bunch of drunk. And then that's when they said, you know what, let's change the name of this city from Shermerville to everybody else to find out where it is.
Yeah.
So John Hughes apparently loves the Chicago area.
Yeah.
We believe he's from there, is he not?
I believe so.
We talked about it on the Breakfast Club.
Okay.
And if you haven't guessed, the movie we are talking about is Weird Science. Can you give us a little background of what this movie's about?
Yes, in Weird Science, 2 awkward teenage outcasts, Gary Wallace and Wyatt Donnelly, decide to take their lack of popularity into their own hands by creating a perfect woman using a hacked-together computer, a Barbie doll, and a lightning storm. Enter Lisa, their magically conjured dream woman, brought to life with superhuman powers, a killer wardrobe, and 0 questions for their adolescent immaturity. Lisa is determined to help Gary and Wyatt gain confidence, stand up to the bullies, and actually grow up, sort of. It is based on a 1951 pre-comics sold comic, Made of the Future, by Al Goldstein, which appeared in the magazine of the same name.
I think that when I went into this, I mean, I must have seen it before. I just don't remember seeing it before. I didn't hate it as much as I thought I was going to. But still, like going into Adventures in Babysitting, I didn't think I was going to hate it as much as I did. You know what I mean? And I know we're going to talk about it, but there was such a good story here that just got overshadowed by some stuff. Yeah, by some stuff. It's a good story.
This story sucked, okay? This is terrible. There's literally no thought put into this at all. Okay. At 6 minutes into the 6 minutes in, Gary's there going, I'm going to invent for this girl. There's no build up. There's no exposition. They're in the gym one time. They get their pants pulled down. Oh, let's create a girl. It almost feels like John Hughes is going, how fast can I get to Kelly LeBrock? Yeah. And boom, there it goes.
And maybe who wouldn't want to get that fast learning.
No,
I mean, seriously. Yeah, right.
Well, again, later in life, she shows an extremely bad judgment by marrying one of our favorite stars, Steven Seagal. But anyway,
You got the 3 kids.
I like this one. Kristen thinks it's a great story. I gotta tell you, this is one where if you can...
That's a great story. I said there is a story there.
Well, what is the story?
It's like these 2 nerds, and it's like a some friend behind kind of coming of age story of how to, like what you just said, gain confidence in themselves, to stand up to the bullies like they did towards the end, and actually sort of mature a little bit. And you see that between the first scene and the last scene where they basically get the girl. Yes. They're different people. They're different people. And John Hughes, this was not a good movie. No. And by any means. So who we have, we've got our Anthony Michael Hall again. This is our, how many times have we seen Anthony Michael Hall so far? This is our second. Just Breakfast Club, yeah.
It's moving out from the geek in 16 Candles.
Well, these both came out the same year.
Which ones?
Well, Breakfast Club and Weird Science both came out in the same year. We haven't gotten the 16 Candles yet. So we haven't seen him in that yet. That was before this, right?
But from a filmography one, it predates it. I'm thinking his age. So when he does 16 Candles, he comes off as the little skinny geeky guy.
Yeah.
And then when you get to Breakfast Club, we're trying to get Anthony Michael Hall more depth. So you know what? I'm going to be joking a little bit, but Breakfast Club was kind of a downer movie anyway, where everybody's just really depressing. And then you hear about it Weird Science, where it's the let's throw control right out and put you in a starring role. Was he a star up to this point?
Co-star.
Just a co-star.
Co-star. Yeah. So we really, I mean, Anthony Michael Hall had come from, well, not from National Lampoon Vacation. He was in something prior to that. So Rusty was really kind of the first time we saw Paul. He was in a movie called Six Pack prior to that. Well, I don't recall that movie. I recall Vacation. That's really the first time I think mass media saw him. And really, after Weird Science, I mean,
well, he turned down the role of Rusty after Winton's European Vacation to do this movie.
To do Weird Science.
Yeah.
Well, again, he gets a starring role in this one. He gets not billing this one.
Right.
Versus his traditional is going to be down below Chevy Chase. Beverly D'Angelo, he's going to drop down.
Yeah.
Third or fourth tier.
Totally.
I don't know if that was the right career for him. I don't know if that was a good one.
His alternate that appeared in the movie was unnameable, but I have no idea. They were terrible.
I remember the Rusty.
The depth when you get to European Vacation is for. But in this case, Anthony Michael Hall moved on from Weird Science, and does he disappear or does he?
No, he has other roles. Like he goes into, so he didn't like, because they didn't want to typecast him, so he ended up going into more dramatic roles. And so he's one of the OG Brat Pack members. He is one of the original members of the Brat Pack.
And then we have, so far, how do you pronounce it? Say it. Ilan.
Ah, okay.
Hebrew. Mitchell-Smith. We had to look at that because we weren't sure if it was more like Elon or Elon. So it's more of an AH sound. Elon.
Okay.
Mitchell-Smith. So he is today an academic and former actor. He's best known for this role in Weird Science, as well as a stint on the TV show Superboy, where he was on for a little. It was renamed too. It was renamed to The Adventures of Superboy.
Oh, well, that would change my view.
I vaguely remember it, but not really.
And does he stay in film for long?
He does not. So he ends up getting his AP in medieval studies from UC Davis.
Medieval studies.
Medieval studies.
There's a college major for all of you out there. Think about medieval studies.
He continues to get his MA in medieval studies at Fordham. Wow. And then he gets his doctoral from Texas A&M.
And moves around as he ends up teaching, or?
Yeah. But in 2017, he guest starred on the 5th season premiere of The Goldbergs. And he played a science teacher named Mr. Conley. The name of the episode
Yes.
Weird Science. And it was based on a film where Barry
Goldberg.
He believes he can make a girlfriend in the same manner of the movie. So he did make a little special appearance on that. And as of today, he is still listed on the English department staff as a professor at UC Long Beach.
So it's one of the Goldbergs, though. This is a kind of hitting the role. I mean, is it obvious, or is it one of those things that the Shermer High School folks would go, oh, there's so-and-so?
I don't know that I would have. I don't know that I would have recognized.
Yeah, I don't know that I would have recognized. So
I don't think I would have recognized.
Yeah, these cameos are always kind of intriguing me because they really appeal to the true geek in the group to go, oh my God,
I know. I
know that guy.
Now know who is that? Who is that? Like
Dollywood.
No, I mean Dollywood, but
Kind of compare it to seeing people from high school now.
right. Who is that?
I recognize some of those facial.
Yeah.
So were there any other notable cast members?
Quite a few.
There were.
So Kelly LeBrock,
Yeah.
she was an American actress and a model. And her acting debut was in The Woman in Red alongside Gene Wilder.
Gene Wilder, yeah. I can remember the ad campaign. She's a woman and she's dressed all in
Right.
red. It's very good, yeah.
She also starred in Weird Science and in Hard to Kill, opposite her then husband.
Steven Seagal.
He's a person. He's a gem. Yeah. So she was born in New York City and was brought up in the Kensington area of London. Hence her accent.
That's what I had to look that up because I was like, is this like a made up accent? Is this an actual accent? I actually wasn't sure. And I don't remember it from anything else. I don't remember her speaking in anything else. Yeah, but I had to look that up. I'm like, this bitch is from New York City. Yeah, he sound like raised.
When was she moved? Was she a baby?
I
Or...
think she was a baby, but yeah, she.
So the accent apparently is authentic.
Yes, and I had to look that up.
So she began her career as a model at the age of 16, and her breakthrough actually came at 19 when she starred in a 24-page spread in Vogue magazine.
Wow. Vogue.
Vogue. That's her.
No.
Yes. 24 pages.
But like,
24 pages. So that's excited. Probably.
maybe.
eBay. We'll see. Shortly after that, she began working with Christian Dior and became one of Eileen Ford's most sought-after models.
Yes.
She became especially recognizable as the Pantene shampoo commercial spokeswoman, whose line was, "Don't hate me because I'm beautiful."
And we don't.
It became a pop culture catchphrase.
It really did. It
Don't
really
hate
did.
me because I'm beautiful.
It applies in so many ways.
It really does.
And so Kelly, was she, did anything like the whole, and Kelly LeBrock, like co-billing it in stars and everybody else? No.
No, I don't think she ever billed as a
star. It was co-starring
So you can see Ilan.
Ilan.
Okay. Who else was in the film?
Okay, so we have Bill Paxton, and Bill Paxton, as we know, he passed away in 2017 from a stroke.
But extensive theater, been a very well trained actor. I think I want to say even up to the point of Weird Science, which then makes you kind of wonder, what happened? Why'd you take it all? Well,
Of course, but we here at Shermer have to find the most interesting thing about a person. But he was very versatile. He was known for that distinctive Texan drawl, and he directed several short films, including the music video for a song we all know and love. Very much so.
Just listen.
Yeah.
oh, fish heads, of course.
The morning fish heads in the floating in your sea.
Now you were told that Bill Paxton would direct this, but I'm sorry, who did it?
I appreciate it. Barnes and Rossins. It was something that was aired during his SNL.
What?
Yeah, it was.
I was like, where did
Yeah, it wasn't like.
yeah.
I'm sure MTV played it, but it was actually created for SNL in their 80-81 season.
Excellent.
And
So-
there's a connection here. I think Michael Hall did a scene on,
He did it on SNL.
Everybody
I did.
but not
Yeah.
very long.
So, Mr. Paxton, you were missed. That was
Yes.
pure genius.
Fish heads.
This was,
Dan's fish heads.
but this guy was in Twister,
Oh yes, yeah.
and of course,
Played.
one of my favorites, plays Fred Hayes in Apollo 13.
Right. And then he was on Big Love. I mean, he's known for Big Love. And also
But
the Backfields in the Place on history.
young guy when he passed on.
He was only 61.
Yeah, that's a young guy.
And then about Sir Robert Downey Jr.
Who doesn't use the junior mode?
But he does now. He is just Robert Downey in the movie. And he is, if you have been living under a rock, one of the highest grossing actors of all time.
What would that have to do with? What did that venue? What's that milieu that he's putting all that money in him?
Oh, yeah.
It's
No. His films as leading actor have grossed over $14 billion worldwide. He is named Time Magazine's one of the most influential people in the world. And he has been listed by Forbes as one of Hollywood's highest paid actors. He has received an Academy Award, Emmy Award, Golden Globe, three Golden Globe Awards, 2 BAFTAs, and 3 SAG Awards. Like, dude is literally a goat, but holy shit,
He was not always the good.
got a fun from behind story. Yes. Like, we were talking about this earlier, and it was like, he was arrested with, what did he have? It was like heroin, cocaine, crack cocaine, and like a 357 Magnum handgun. Like, he was like bottomed up. And then, like, he's in a couple of things, but then all of a sudden in 2008, he just kind of like emerges from the ocean like a phoenix, and he's,
That's what one does.
holy crap, man. I think he's just the ultimate success story who also really enjoyed heroin, cocaine, and crack. I mean, who does?
Which again
I mean, like,
is in the past.
which is all in the past, and not everybody has that story.
So he ended up like
Serving Toddy.
and then came out of that, went to rehab, and then like rehabilitation and recovery, and then ultimately just came back. It was like, yeah, hey guys, I'm Iron Man now.
Yeah, look at me. I'm gorgeous. I'm Iron Man. I'm married to Gwyneth Paltrow.
Well, you may
He's the floor.
I'm sure you are, but I think that's like,
Yeah.
but I don't know that his transition into the MCU was quite as seamless as that. I believe at the time there were a lot of people kind of going, "Are you crazy? You're going to hire Robert Downey Jr."
Yeah.
And she showed them that he had the chutzpah of hanging in there to do this. And apparently this point allows that man to pretty much write his own ticket. Marvel, given the fact that he's been resurrected, coming up soon, playing Dr. Doom. So the man has still got legs under him. And of course, I'm sure he could have retired at the end of the Avengers series, but why?
Yeah, he's still going.
And the neat thing about this one, when we started looking at those ages, Bill Paxton, in Weird Science, is like 30. Which I always love it when they cast these old people to be teens. But he's older brother, so he's supposed to be, what, 19, 20. Man, 30 years old. Robert Downey is a little closer. He's only 20 when this thing's released. And the good news was that Anthony McPaul actually was right around 16.
Yeah. Mr. Downey Jr. has a net worth of over $300 billion.
No big deal.
No big deal. It's all fine.
Maybe he'll help out the next president.
So we're in a drama in his film. So naturally, we are in Shermer, Illinois. Of course, right outside of Chicago. Where did they shoot?
Where did they shoot? There's a giveaway at the end.
Yeah. Nice shot of the Miles East High School on Skokie.
Okay.
And the Northbrook Mall in Northbrook.
That's the line.
Yeah, so it's a great mall. And the car chase is on Central Street in Highland Park, Illinois. Great area.
Okay.
Love it. It looked very random. So this is going to be a real
Shock on the budget for you.
our typical.
$7 million. You got $7 million to make a movie.
Right. That's what it costs.
Every movie has this
The second million.
This.
And let's see, kind of a comparable gross of 38.9 million.
So that
In the U.S.
and that margin.
US is 23.8.
Is that a moneymaker though?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So you guys are saying you've got a cult classic and a moneymaker.
It had in 4.9 million just opening weekend. So
Which compared to other
did well.
opening weekends we've had.
And what would be nice if we can do that in the future? You know, kind of recalculate. So when our folks here made what? How much?
How much did they profit?
Yeah.
Well,
31 million.
Person today, that'll be.
Oh, Carol is ours.
That's what I did. Yeah.
Carol is our resident.
That's her job. We didn't go over when this was released.
85.
Oh, you're right. It was released in August of 85. I believe. I could be wrong. Well, it is stuck in 1985.
So it is converted to 92.6 million.
Okay.
Not bad as the weekend.
Not bad. Well,
That's total.
Oh, that's in so.
That is opening.
right.
Okay.
Fun. It didn't come without what's criticism. Our besties. Our besties, Ebert.
Roger Ebert? What did Roger? I'm only guessing because I get to live and watch Gene Siskel and Roger Ebert
Same.
and do these. And I can only guess what Roger Ebert would have said about this.
Well, 3 out of 4 stars.
Which is so weird.
Yeah.
Compared it to what other movies?
He breaks apart like every movie.
But I
And 3 out of 4 stars.
I think you're at a time to whip some up.
So what did he say? What did he say?
Well, of course, he had a crush on LeBrock. Probably
Yeah.
wonderful in her role. And thought that was and the result of the film being funnier and a little deeper than the predictable story it might have been.
Of course.
What does that mean?
Okay. Where's our curmudgeon? What did our curmudgeon say?
This role, and it's a 1.5 stars.
There we go.
What a disappointment Weird Science is. A wonderful white writer-director has taken a cute idea about two teenage Dr. Frankensteins, creating a perfect woman by computer, and turned it into a vulgar, mindless, special effects clustered wasteland. And that's intense.
That's
Right on the money.
I think they took this cute idea and just
So what do you think really?
it didn't need, right? So Variety said that Weird Science is not nearly as weird as it should have been. And in fact, it is actually a rather conventional kid and Kate film, and a chaste one at that. So John Hughes squanders the opportunity to comment on power struggles between the sexes just for a few easy laughs. And I don't disagree with that.
Why didn't he become a cult classic then? Well, shouldn't this be put in the S tier of history?
There are so many one-liners out of this movie.
Yeah,
we are kind of going through that. But
I think it's
when I
mostly
read it, like people, I think the people who were of that age, like the mid to older teenage boys in that time, in the mid 80s, well, that was, I think it was like right up in their alley. Obviously, at the box office, it showed that people saw it. People were following John Hughes. People were like, this guy's gold, so we're going to go see this movie. Now, did a lot of people walk out disappointed? Well, maybe, depending on what our popcorn meter says.
and that is 69%.
On Rotten Tomatoes. So
Tomato meter is 60%.
So it's right. Okay, so if we compared that to Howard the Duck, say, Howard the Duck got 13% on Tomato Meter and 38% on Popcorn Meter.
Do you agree?
So
You guys all agree?
no,
No.
I don't.
Oh,
Howard the Duck had more depth in this movie. Yeah. Howard the Duck had more of a storyline in this movie, more special effects in this movie, and better acting. And then,
so the duck was just what in the movie.
no, the Duck was fine. What saved the movie was with. We're not going to get into this. Yeah,
no.
It was dropping this comic into mainstream, the world, and giving it absolutely no background.
On the other hand, you did bring up something. This is a 1951 story from Al Feldstein. Now, this is the pre-Comics Code. The Comics Code, of course, guys, was a government kind of view with looking at comics at the time for their, quote, pornographic content. And these had to do with Tales from the Crypt, etc. Here's an old story, repurposed in Weird Science. So we've got the same kind of thing. How can the duck?
It was just kind of dropped into the universe. And again, I think they could have done whatever that comic was. I think they could have just done it more justice. Now, thankfully, and we're going to get into this, obviously we're going to start talking about it, but, you know, I thought Kelly, and I don't remember the movie, I thought Kelly LeBrock was going to be a lot more sexualized than she was. Yeah. And I'm glad she wasn't. And she was a very strong female character.
Yes.
And so I do appreciate that. So I feel like maybe we can get into it.
Yeah, she wasn't just a sex.
Okay. Let's do it.
All right.
Once upon a time in the fictional suburb of Shermer, Illinois, we meet nerdy social outcasts Gary Wallace and Wyatt Donnelly. This is so beautiful. Gary and Wyatt stare at the girls in the gym while they are doing gymnastics. They are then publicly humiliated by being pantsed in front of dozens of girls by Ian, played by Robert Downey, and Max, Robert Russler. Go over him.
We did.
After they are seen swooning over the gym full of girls, and after proclaiming their hopes and dreams about partying and getting girlfriends.
Goals.
How do we feel about this pantsing scene?
What I noticed, I think it's the same thing Janine noticed, was future homemakers, the future homemakers sign in the background. And I was like, oh yeah, like
Every Wednesday at 3
I
o'clock,
feel like
room 208.
That's
I
awesome.
feel like we were one of those kind of last grades of people that kind of had that,
Future homemakers.
like literally, this is how you make a home. This is how you cook here. Because Lakewood had,
Here's how you sew.
you
Here's
had
how
like
Mac.
you had full blown ovens, you had all that. And
Yeah.
that stood out to me. I was like, oh yeah.
Wow, they're
That was a class.
ladies to be future homemakers.
So this was a banner while they were all doing the gymnastics.
So they're both standing there
On the wall.
Yeah.
when they
So the two
in the hallway, in the doorway, and behind them, you see there's 2 posters, but the one that stood out was the future homemakers meets every Wednesday at 3 o'clock. So there's a group of people who plan to be homemakers in the future.
Well, and we were one of them.
We still need this.
We do. I think there's something to be said about schools that have gotten rid of it.
We're confusing home economics with future homemaking. This was a club that they meet.
Oh, that was a club as opposed to home economics.
Right. Home economics. Yes, we still need that. Absolutely. But this was a club that met every Wednesday at 3 o'clock in room 208.
and discuss how to be a wife.
Okay. It's a club. Okay. So I'm thinking home economics.
No, like, no, this is an actual.
Well, why did we get rid of home economics? Why?
No, Lakewood still has it.
Yeah, I think they repurposed it.
There was no home economics at the school the girl went to.
Oh, well.
No home economics there at the college prep school.
But you could
Okay.
build a motorcycle.
Yes.
Correct. I'm not sure I've ever seen home ec move to a collegiate level, but
Well, but
It's just life skill.
it's life.
There is a
skill.
life skills class.
and that's absolutely useful for all folks in high school. The homemakers one seems a little gender specific.
Yes. So before they actually get pants in that scene,
Yeah.
is when Gary and Wyatt are kind of talking and they're looking at the girls and they're like, do you know what I'd like to do with them? Shower with them.
What a weird thing to say.
What a thing to say.
Which
Yeah.
of course,
Out of all the things you could do with these girls, you want to shower with them.
which then shows up later in the movie.
And then it
Yeah.
says a little drinks, a little nightlife, a little dancing.
Throw a
Party.
party.
We throw a huge party. All the girls are there, naked bodies everywhere.
And meanwhile, Ian and Max are standing right behind them,
Like,
Yeah.
unbeknownst to them.
Yes.
and then they pants them.
So
Why is that your fantasy?
We're going to shower with all these girls. Shower with them.
Well, it's a nice clean fantasy. So
Yes.
Yeah, we're going to just shower with them.
Yes. Yeah.
well, this is where we then get our beginning awesome credits of the weird science song.
boingo boingo.
Boingo,
Boingo.
Wow.
So we are now in Wyatt's room and find out that Wyatt's parents went to Cincinnati, which is our Ohio linkage. There's always an Ohio
Always
linkage,
opening show, Ohio.
to meet Wyatt's sister's fiance. And Gary says, who the hell would marry Chloe? He's studying to be a vet. What does that have to do with anything?
Literally
But-
nothing.
And we find out that Chet is Wyatt's older brother, and he is coming home from college for the weekend, and he is in charge. The boys are watching the 1931 movie of Frankenstein. And very odd. Like, why?
Well, remember the oddity. They've colorized it for this. It's a black and white film starring Colin Clive. And they've somehow decided they had to remaster it or color it to make it worthwhile on the screen.
Yeah.
I can't figure out the logic of why they even bothered to do that.
Yeah. Why not just keep it black and white?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So they somehow they decide to make a girl And we find out that Ian has, I'm sorry. We find out that Gary has a girl in Canada, but she has no morals.
Well, right.
But he knows a girl in
She lives
Canada.
in Canada.
Right.
Girl has no morals.
He has a girl in Canada in the Breakfast Club, too.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
And aren't these always fictional girlfriends?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So, but like has a girlfriend in Canada and
Joe, what am I missing here? She lives in Canada. The girl has no morals.
Right.
what am I missing? People in Canada don't have morals.
Was there a period of time where people were like, stay away from Canada?
Not really.
Right. It was just a strange thing to say.
Yeah.
Well, due to that fact that she has no morals, it's now okay to make a two-dimensional woman.
That's the reason.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
To make the what?
A two-dimensional, because at
Okay.
first it's two-dimensional.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they get to work with the music in the background, very reminiscent of Thriller.
Yeah.
It was very Thriller-esque, which was kind of apropos. And Ian said, why do I keep saying Ian? Jeez.
You're confusing people.
I know.
Elon.
So,
Ilan.
yeah, Elon. So Wyatt says, just give her a brain, okay?
Oh, yeah, because he's questioning, should we give her a brain? Should we?
Right.
Yeah, just give her a break.
So the computer says the intelligence level is 5th grade, slow learner, boring dipshit. They then use the crypto smasher to tap into the government computer system. Their access is denied. But we are then sent into a cyberspace portal with the expectation of max headroom coming out.
Yeah.
It was very max headroom.
Yeah.
They then scan an inspiration of what they would like their two-dimensional woman to be.
That's a fun scene.
Put the bras on their heads and do some voodoo over a doll. The lightning then strikes and chaos ensues. Boobs are flashing on the computer screen. There's wind everywhere. The washing machine blows up.
Yeah.
They unplug the computer.
Yeah.
And throw it out the window.
Yes. The Shermer, Illinois sign catches on fire.
Right. There's a dog on the ceiling.
Dog is on the ceiling.
So kids, let's talk about the internet. So you see Wyatt take a phone handle and seed it into
The modem.
the modem that then used your phone lines to connect into some sort of space, like some sort of
You would know this.
list serve, it's not the internet we know today. It was more.
Well, DARPANet exists at this point. There's a network of computers that are connected across the United States, and this has to do with universities. War Games does it a little better, where you kind of figure out this is exactly how Matthew Broderick's getting in. But again, from a Hughes standpoint, they just kind of abandon that and go, no, you just get, I don't know, apparently, whenever you go to your phone line, you get to go into the government.
The government.
And not only the government, but if you look closely, this is an armed forces, either Air Force or something like,
Yeah.
whoa, wait a minute.
You get there.
Yeah.
Well, they tunnel through with these wonderfully dazzling 2D wireframe graphics that then have a couple of 3D modeling things.
Yeah.
So they sit there and go, ooh. So Hughes spends an entire minute of the movie just going down through the thing.
Yeah.
I assume to impress us with computer graphics.
Computer graphics. Right. Look at those computer graphics. Cool. Sorry.
Yeah, the old phone connection modem.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure any of us ever had that in our houses. Closest we ever had was, again, a unit. And again, for some of the older folks watching, you're sitting there going, I remember that sound, that. And then you're connecting. But of course, at this point, none of those systems exist. There's not a CompuServe. There's not an AOL. There's nothing like that. But.
Yep.
There we go.
There you go.
There you go.
And of course, your connection was never always assured. These guys literally go in and go, boom, they're on. And of course, the wheels start moving and lights start flashing.
The guys,
And they, of course, enhance Wyatt's computer. Somehow his enter key has got 2 red LEDs on it. But it's like, no, and this kid's.
he's like, be careful. That was a Christmas present. Like,
Right.
your parents bought you this computer system that hacks into the government?
Right.
Sure.
All right.
So,
Yeah.
that's what they do. Sorry for interrupting. Go ahead. Sorry.
That's why we're here.
I know.
So then we see the bedroom door swelling.
Oh, yeah.
It
It
breaks.
felt very Disney.
Yes.
They
Very
hide underneath
Disney.
the desk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. What's
So it's
going
like,
to happen to this
oh,
bending door?
Yeah. What's happening here? It breaks apart, and in comes Lisa, looking just like the doll.
Yep.
And we hear the "She's alive, alive"
on the TV.
from Frankenstein.
Yep.
Yeah.
She says, "So what would you little maniacs like to do first?" And they all take a shower.
Well, yeah, that's what they want to do.
Wait, is there any irony about the shower scene at all?
Well, they were clothed from the waist
Okay.
down.
Yeah.
Do you know that when the shot starts?
No.
Oh,
No,
No.
she tells them to loosen up.
Yeah. Gets out of the shower. And then you see them like they're getting ready to go out.
Yes. They're dressed
And
up.
Gary's wearing this red.
Horrible outfit.
well, that's the older brothers.
Oh, it's the old
Uh,
brother Chet stuff, like
Yeah, it's
country
Chet stuff.
club, like
okay,
golf
yeah,
club.
don't,
type-
don't mess up Chet's clothes.
Yeah,
Okay,
don't
yeah,
mess
yeah,
up Chet's suit.
But they never
Right.
get a chance to, do they?
No.
Yeah.
They walk out of the door and poof, they are in different outfits.
Santa do like neon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of. And they are hip.
yeah.
They
Yep.
look really cool.
They start
Gary
yelling at each other.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Really good.
Yeah, what happened to your? What is going on here? He's like, but yeah, I mean, you look really good. So
Now, then she ends up showing up and she's looking like she's wearing the outfit that Marilyn Monroe wore
Yeah,
in,
like a pink
the pink
silk.
chiffon kind of, or pink silk outfit.
silk, which is
That's very chic.
And gloves too, wasn't it?
oh yeah,
Yep.
pink gloves. All
The banana clip?
yes,
With the banana clip?
yeah, banana clip.
Yeah.
So her first intelligence, of course, now, when you said that they gave her brains, you saw the other part of this one where Einstein's pictures fed in.
Oh, yeah.
You have to watch it because it ends up with her an IQ of over 200.
Right. Yes.
And this woman with an IQ of 200 comes up with her first plan for these guys is to do what again?
Take a shower.
No,
Oh,
and
take
then
them out to this.
Take
club.
them, yeah.
right. Okay, IQ of 200.
Well, they've got to loosen up.
Okay,
Yeah, she's got to teach them to loosen up.
So they come up with the name Lisa for her. And that is inspired after a girl that kicked Gary in the nuts.
Mhm.
Does that make sense?
and we're not going to end up hearing the last of that yet. Huh?
Correct.
No.
So the license plate then magically changes to Lisa on her was a Cadillac.
Looks like a pink Cadillac.
Pink Cadillac. She gives the boys very bad fake IDs
They're hilarious.
saying that they're 21.
Yeah.
It was very
Little
adorable. Yeah.
Girls like
Gary is then forced to drink hard liquor by older gentlemen, which then gets into some very interesting verbiage. And yeah,
It's horrific.
it is.
So this is okay. So when they first hand back to Anthony Michael Fall and he's smoking the cigar, he starts talking. It was the same exact scene from Breakfast Club after they smoked the joint.
Yeah.
It's the same exact scene.
yeah.
And so and then he takes on this dialect,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this persona.
this
You're like,
persona of the gentleman he's sitting with.
Mhm.
Right. So he's, for lack of a better word, he's appropriating a Black dialect.
Yes.
And it is cringe number one. Cringe
It's
scene number
cringy
one
cringe.
B
Mhm.
is holy shit. This is Adventures in Babysitting level
2.0.
cringiness.
Or maybe it's one.
Like real bad.
Yeah.
Real bad. And it goes on for like
A
a
while.
while.
Well, along with that
Okay.
cringeness, Lisa says that they have a purely sexual relationship.
That was funny.
That was kind of funny, but also kind of cringe.
Yeah.
Gary is drunk and tells the guys how he went insane for an 8th grade girl.
13 and 8th grade.
8th grade.
Yeah.
He said she was in 8th grade
8th grade, 13.
and was talking about her titties.
Yeah.
I'm
that
sorry.
came up
No.
late.
They were talking about her what? Big.
Big titties. Okay.
Yeah.
And she would never, there was something about, hey, that was great. And then, of course, you get the kick you in the nuts kind of thing.
This is the girl that need him in the nuts.
You put the
Yeah.
dialect along with this conversation
right.
about what you're going to do to a 13-year-old.
Yeah. And
Right.
all the guys
That
were
was-
like going along with him, like, oh, she
Yeah.
had boobs.
Yeah. It's, oh my God.
Just stop.
But are like, they look like they're in their 80s.
I know.
And we're like, why are you talking about this 8th grade girl?
Yeah.
Well, again, remember, Lisa is 23.
Yes.
Gary and Wyatt are 15 to 16.
Yeah.
That comes up. That's going to come up here. I think it's
Okay.
like the next scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think like in this scene,
Oh,
the
okay.
other thing that bothers me is when Wyatt goes in the bathroom and the guys are at the urinals. And he's, hey guys, what's up? And they're like, who the hell are you?
And then he
Goes in the stall.
and
What happens?
he like sits down on some man's.
And he goes, well, god damn. And I'm like, what? What
What exactly happened?
happened in there?
Yeah.
Right.
Why does he say, well, god damn?
So,
I'm going to say, in the context of this movie and positioning for a lavatory, nothing odd is happening other than you just sat down on somebody else.
oh,
So you kind of leave it at that.
That Wyatt wasn't planning to sit down on the toilet.
well, we assumed he was just going to hide and that he
Right.
wasn't like
Yeah.
pulling down his pants or anything.
But
Like,
why did he go in the bathroom in the first place?
hide?
Oh,
probably.
just okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All
Because
right.
they had, I mean, they like to
That's
hide in
what they do.
bathrooms.
And
Yeah.
happily he's hiding
Yeah.
from everything that Gary is doing.
Yeah.
Right.
So-
We also have to bring up what I'm sorry. Go on. You've already got it on here. Sorry.
Well, as they're leaving, the one older gentleman says, I got $500, saying the boy ain't going to make it.
Mhm.
So they return home drunk. And
About the Malacca part.
okay. Yeah, you can talk about the Malacca.
So
You can go.
So it's Carl.
it's Carl.
Carl is
from
in the
Breakfast
club. Carl
Yeah.
from the Breakfast Club is
Dino.
Dino from the club.
Mhm.
And he refers to Gary as a Malacca, which
We saw that in Greek,
Multiple
the
interpretations.
flying version of this, which makes the most sense, would be a man who masturbates. And
Are there
then
alternative definitions?
basically saying you're a loser.
you're an
Ah.
idiot.
Yeah, you're an idiot.
If you put idiot or something that into this conversation, does any of it make sense?
No. Yeah, a man who masturbates makes sense because you're just like, hey, he's not really getting it on with this.
Because
hot
Gary at some
lady.
point says she's into that, and that gets them all laughing.
Yeah, because she's into Malaccas. And they're all like,
Wow, that
what?
That could have been just as funny with idiot. She's into idiots. That could have been just
So-
funny.
I don't think it packs a punch like,
Okay. I'm just saying, I have not seen the interpretation you guys have seen. I saw something that referred to like piglets, or
Yeah, we're going to use two references, and we both
Idiots.
did it independently, and we came up with the exact
came
same
up with
thing.
the same thing that we're like,
Yeah,
this
there's
guy, basically, I don't know the politically correct way to say this, but you're a guy who's masturbating. You're not having sex with this hot girl. So that's what I think they were saying to him is there's no way
You're not as sexually active.
yeah, there's no way that you're with this girl. You're just a guy who masturbates.
and one of the discussions I
And
had
the-
was why does Hughes introduce a term that theoretically in '85 is going to be hard to track down? Go,
Nobody.
Yeah.
nobody's
what is this?
right. Right.
Yes.
So
It was over everybody.
like,
Like nobody.
also an Italian phrase, which kind of means the same
Okay.
thing. So I mean, either Carl is supposed to be a Greek guy or an Italian guy, but
We don't know.
Or is Latino? I can't tell.
No.
yeah,
Yeah.
can't really tell.
Yeah. we'll move
Although we
on.
can
That's-
tell that this is one of Hughes's actors that keeps repeating, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
All the people that are repetitively Adam Sandler movies.
There you go.
Or like
Yes.
Walter Goggins is in every single thing Danny McBride does.
Yes.
Well, Walter, we think you're successful.
Yeah, we
Great job.
love you
Thank
so
you.
very much.
Yes.
Okay, so they go home.
So now they are home and they happen upon Chet, who is Bill Paxton,
Yes.
as Wyatt's mean older brother.
He ugly. He ugly. Ugly, ugly, ugly.
Who extorts money from Wyatt to buy his silence. So they're home drunk, and Chet's, yeah, okay, yeah, I'm gonna bribe you to keep this from mom and dad. Lisa agrees to keep herself hidden from him, but realizes that Gary and Wyatt, while extremely sweet, are very uptight and need to unwind. Chet says to the boys, "You're stewed, buttwad," when they're hammered, talking to him. He's going to tell mom and dad about everything. And the bribery is that he wants $175 in his wallet by 7 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Chet tells them, "You two donkey dicks couldn't get laid in a morgue." Lisa kisses Wyatt and grabs his butts. We're going to get into that scene.
Okay, that's a different scene.
Yeah.
Lisa's not in front of Chet.
No, Lisa
and
is hiding.
Yeah, Lisa and Wyatt are in
Like
Oh,
some
right.
patio
Wyatt
area.
goes out to like a patio area.
Yes.
He's like, Lisa, where are you?
And this
Yeah.
is very oblivious because
And she's standing right
Right.
behind him. She's you.
right.
And he turns around and they like exchange just a little bit. And then she just starts kissing him.
Yeah.
And he's, would you relax? I'm just
Thanks.
kissing
Yeah.
you.
And so here we go. So Cringe number 2 is that in 1985, the idea of a 24-year-old woman and a 15-year-old boy, that's fine. That's nothing to see.
Totally.
Okay, so if we look, how many like teacher student stories happened after that? When did those happen after things like this, where it was like, oh, so I can hit on my student? Or, oh, the boy that mows my lawn. Like, when did that start?
There's a sort of creepy. There's a lot of movies that just ding, ding, ding in my brain that I'm like, oh, wait a minute.
Okay. Right.
American Pie.
you're thinking weird science actually forced a societal change.
No. But everything plants a seed, like no matter what it is.
Yeah, that's like, that's okay.
Wait a minute. No, there were no uproars. There were no moms marching, trying to get this banned.
Yeah.
You know, nothing like that was happening. I was like, yeah, it's cool.
Unless, of course, we did a full role reversal. This is a 23-year-old man and a 15-year-old girl.
In 1985, I'm sure we can find that movie.
I'm sure.
I'm sure we can find it.
And an 80.
I'm thinking to myself, is she's not really a real woman.
Like Kira.
Right. So maybe it doesn't matter because she's not really a real woman. So does her age really matter?
I had that thought as well.
But like, why don't she even have an age?
Right. Then why
Yeah.
does she even have an age?
She's
Like, she
extraterrestrial.
could be 15 also. She's actually 0 if you
Yeah.
think about it. And so
Except that she says she's 23.
right. So that's
Why assign an age?
But why
John
wasn't
Hughes?
the age of like 17?
right. She could have just been 17. What?
Or age could have just not been mentioned.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Yeah, that's kind of strange. Like we have to mention that she's 23 in the
and
movie.
we have to
And we
mention
have
that
to-
he's 15.
And we have
Yeah.
to mention that he's only 15.
Yeah.
And then she actually says that to him after she grabs his ass.
Right.
Yeah.
And
It is.
oh, are you sure you're only 15?
Ew.
Wait. Oh, okay. Well, so she recognizes that this is wrong,
Yeah. So
No, I'm not
I
going to
don't-
agree with you there.
I don't think she recognizes it.
That's not it.
that he's just not experienced.
And I think she's trying to reinforce the memory.
Flatter him.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's a flattering thing. It's nothing other than that. But it still gets you on your cringeworthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If this were reversed, this would be statutory rape.
Yes.
Yes.
Hey, a wonderful subject for a John Hughes movie.
Right.
So
All right.
what's the next line?
What's on your mind? And Wyatt replies, women's gymnastics.
What? Because that's what the girls are doing in the gym.
Right.
And then there's kind of this break where you can't quite tell what activity occurs after this scene.
Right.
Right.
Want to know
And
what
we're
happened?
spares with it.
Right.
Whatever. Oh, well, he just falls asleep
Well,
We don't see that.
because she said, well, go on. I don't want to skip ahead of
The next scene is they wake up the next day.
Mm-hmm.
she's in a full set of pajamas.
Well, we're not even there yet.
no,
They're
it's
still in
not that.
bed.
So they wake up the next day and the boys are in the bedroom and question what happened. Was it a dream? It had to be a dream. How could two people have the same dream? Gary says, a very bizarre, vivid, erotic, wet, detailed dream. Wyatt is then wearing Lisa's crop top and underwear. Lisa calls the boys down for breakfast. She exits. Chet comes in and sees Wyatt's crop top and panties and says, that's not a joke. That is a severe behavioral disorder. Those are women's underpants. Wyatt asks how much it would take to keep Chet quiet, and he says, your VCR for starters. Chet gives him his towel, which leaves Chet naked.
So we see Bill Paxton's. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I could have done without that.
Yeah.
The ease in which the bribery happens in this family, right? 170. You think there was $175 in Chet's wallet that morning? No.
Right.
I don't know. It's not convincing at all to me. Like, why even have the line? Why even have it? Like, just beat him up. Don't even do the stupid bribery because it's just, I didn't like how it was written.
Like he could have just been like, no, I'm just telling mom and dad.
Yeah.
Wait till mom and dad get home because I'm going to tell them.
Yeah.
He could have just kept that up.
And
Like,
doesn't change the flow
yeah, and
of the
just-
movie.
Wait, no, there's nothing you can do. I'm still going to tell mom and dad, wait until they get home.
And I
Or
did-
I should call them where they are.
Mine is the change of clothes that
Oh.
occurs between the night before and the encounter with Chet in the kitchen. Kelly LeBrock has a full set of, well, I think, light blue pajamas, tops, bottoms. She's wearing those.
Got a
And-
little bow in her hair.
And she and Wyatt's got the crop top and the panties.
Yes.
You got to kind of sit there and go, unless they're doing a whole weird science thing, somehow they were at a point where they were able to switch clothing.
Yes.
And then there was something about the gymnastics, and it was like you fell asleep afterward. So
Yeah, she said 10 seconds into my gymnastics routine, you fell asleep.
yeah,
I did my toes. Boys are now at the mall.
So our next scene is the boys are now at the mall testing perfume for their 23-year-old sex pot. Lisa is asking an old woman in another department about lingerie and what a 15-year-old boy would like.
Mm-hmm. Continue.
Asked for a leather or barbed wire bra to match the thong.
And the lady was like, give me a break. That was funny. I thought
Yes.
that was funny.
We then, the boys are then sitting down, just kind of chilling. And of course, we see Max and Ian over them again and poured icy over Wyatt and Gary. They play it off. The girlfriends are not impressed and say they are bored with their shit.
Yeah.
But they will go into social coma if they break up with them. Ian and Max see Lisa and chase after her. They make eye contact on the escalator. She says she's waiting for her ride, and Wyatt and Gary screech up.
Yeah.
What kind of car was it?
A Porsche.
that might have been the Porsche. It was
Porsche?
the dark, that was
Yeah.
the dark one.
Yeah.
But Lisa then invites Max and Ian to Wyatt's house for a party that night.
Mm-hmm.
And the license plate on the Porsche is then changed to Gary.
Yes.
How far into the movie is this at this point? Pre-party. Does anybody know? Because I had the feeling this movie was basically the party.
That was my recollection.
A lot of party.
And it really isn't that much of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a lot of leading up to it.
Mm-hmm.
So now that the party is out in the open and public, Wyatt is trying to convince Lisa not to let this happen, but she is running around the house, magically turning on the lights, gets into party attire, and Wyatt's while getting ready for the party. If you don't want to be a party animal, you have to learn how to live in the jungle. I'm sorry. If you want to be a party animal, you have to learn to live in the jungle.
And that's she's about to leave to go to Gary's.
Yeah, she's
Correct.
Gary's to pick him up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now she's changed clothes.
She's like so excited. I'm going to go to Gary's.
Yes.
I can't wait to meet his parents.
That's isn't such a great scene coming up. That's such a good scene.
So Lisa is at Gary's. She had a cigarette?
Yeah. She fixed a drink.
Beer.
Yeah.
She make it for Gary. I think she makes a beer. She pours a beer at the bar.
Yeah, she's just helping herself. Everything.
Yeah.
And Gary explains to his parents that she's a foreign exchange student.
Right.
Which I thought was pretty interesting. Lisa asks what the dad does while holding her cigarette. And
they talk about the plumbing. He's plumb. So
He's a plumber.
You
plumber.
plumb.
He plums.
Yeah.
Well, Gary says that they're going out to a movie and she says party at the same time.
Right.
So, of course, that's okay. What's really going on?
We're going to a movie party.
Right. But she says basic high school orgy type of thing.
Oh no, you gotta read the line.
What line?
What line?
I whipped up this nasty little soiree over at his friend Wyatt's house. There's gonna be sex, drugs, rock and roll, chips, dips, chains, whips, your basic high school orgy type of.
But
I mean, I'm not talking candle wax on the nipples or witchcraft or anything like that. No. Just a couple hundred kids running around in their underwear, acting like complete idiots.
and the parents react at all?
But you're not going anywhere.
Oh my gosh. And then
So
the parents freak out.
Yes. So she stands up to the dad and says she's taking Gary and questions if he has ever complimented Gary on anything.
His schoolwork?
Right.
Yeah.
He's a good kid. He needs to go out and he needs to
He
party.
deserves that.
So Mom and Gary are then arguing about tossing off
We're
Yeah.
back to
It's
our
the
other
bathroom.
theme again.
Malacca.
True.
Yeah.
He deserves to party because he shouldn't spend his evening in the bathroom talking or something like that to magazines.
Yeah.
And you're
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Okay, go on.
Dad says to dial the damn police.
Yeah.
And Lisa draws a gun on him. The parents then have no recollection of the conflict, and Dad does not remember he has a son.
What's the line, Kristen? When she draws the gun.
I don't remember.
Don't threaten me, Al. You're out of shape. I'll kick your ass.
Oh, right.
I'm going to make this real easy for you. I'm taking Gary to a party.
Yes.
So now we're back at Wyatt's house, and there's tons of people outdoor chanting, "Party!"
Mhm.
They're all let in. Food is gone within 1 second.
Let's talk. Well, okay. Hold on. I went to my fair share high school parties.
Yes, you did.
From Lake Road to West 25th.
Yes.
At 0 point, was there ever a buffet of food?
Right. A spread of.
There were
It's a nice buffet.
zero spreads of food.
But she just makes stuff.
I understand that. But like these kids came in
Yeah.
Like wolves.
Yeah, 100%. It was like a Jello mold. They were like, it looked like cinnamon rolls. I had to pause and I'm
Little
like,
cream puff.
Yeah.
so like sandwiches.
And she's circulating throughout the
With
room
the-
with
yeah.
Ray.
Like, wow, it's got a
Dinner
dinner party,
She
honey.
looked like caviar, too.
I think she
Did say caviar.
Okay.
Yeah.
which I'm sure really appeals to the high schoolers' palate.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sure.
High schoolers love caviar.
Lily actually loves
does.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I stand corrected.
Let's
There's
not get
a,
into that.
there's a
Yes.
team that does like caviar.
Yes.
Okay.
Loves it.
Okay.
So now Ian and Max show up with their girlfriends, Deb and Hilly. The girls make a comment after seeing Lisa, and they say, if Ian and Max see her, it's all over for us.
Yeah.
Of course, they've already
Like-
seen her.
Well, they don't
Yes.
have that.
Ah,
They
Right.
don't have that.
They've separated by this point.
Right.
Now we see Wyatt and Gary in the bathroom, of
Of
course,
course.
because
Yeah.
they have their social anxiety.
Yeah.
So they're, what do they really even talk? It wasn't
He's-
much.
She was saying something about how I have gastrointestinal
Oh yeah,
distress or
He
something.
basically, like,
And Gary, like, he's just sitting on the toilet, like he's got to go or
Yeah.
something. And Gary's like, if you're going to float an air biscuit, let me know.
yeah.
I'm going to what? If you're going to fart, if you're going to squeeze cheese, let me know. I'll hit the fan.
So he does.
Good friend.
So he
Good in front. Like, I'll just stand right in front of you while you're sitting in the toilet. But if you're going to squeeze cheese, let me know so I can turn on the fan for you.
Right.
It's pretty large.
Pretty big.
That's
Like,
like his
if you-
bathroom.
Be in the bathroom with your friend who's potentially going to take a dump.
Well, and he does.
Why are you standing right in front of him?
You could just move over a little bit. Just move over just a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take a
well,
dump.
I'm blocking the scene. I'm blocking the scene.
Yeah.
Just,
Well, he does take the kids to the pool.
I guess. Or he farts. I think he just farts.
No.
No.
Comment when the girls are on.
No, okay, so the girlfriends knock at Deb and Hilly knock at the door.
Yeah.
Gary opens, realizes the girls need to get into the bathroom. Gary closes the door and says, "You're dropping wolf bait and there's chicks outside."
Oh.
So Wyatt says
Okay.
it's his house after they ask, the girls say,
where?
"Why are you here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, why are you at this party?" And Wyatt says, "Well, it's my house."
And she thought that it was Lisa's house.
Right. So now that everything is building up for
Scream.
Wyatt and Gary, and their confidence is being boosted all over. So this is, I don't know, this was just kind of a blah scene.
And
for
like
me,
when they're in the
but-
bathroom and they're like, I wonder if Lisa's having a good time. And Gary's, Lisa could have a good time at an insurance seminar.
Good line.
It was a
That's
good line.
a good line.
Yeah. Yeah.
Insulting insurance agents across the entire nation.
Yeah. They're all like, yes.
There is that aspect in the bathroom where they kind of are behind the shower door and the girls are ostensibly doing their makeup. But when they look out again,
They're different
you've
girls.
got to find a couple of heavier set, weird hair kind of girls where they kind of go, blah.
Yeah.
It's
So
kind of
we're,
like a Joan Cusack from 16 Candles
right?
type
Yes.
situation.
Yeah. And again, we're back to is their ideal woman. So these two young women could have been very wonderful conversational stuff like that.
Yeah.
No.
I like how one of the guys from the club scene
Is the
is
bartender.
the bartender.
I love
Right.
that.
And he gives Ian and Max like a hard time.
Yeah.
They're like, and just give me the whole bottle. And he's like, how about I just shove it up your
Yeah.
ass?
That, yeah, that was fantastic.
And then the guy goes, okay, on the rocks. And he's going, I thought you would say that.
Yeah, I thought you would say that. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Well, we're at least keeping the number of cast members we have to pay down. We're going to bring this guy in. Have him shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can just be
Yeah.
a bartender.
So then we see Max and Ian, and they are with Gary and Wyatt, and they apologize for the icy incident at the mall
Of course.
because they want to get Lisa. They asked to borrow Lisa.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to trade.
No.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
they
they do. They offer up the girlfriends as if this is
Right.
a bartering
Yes.
situation.
Has
The
this-
boys say that their feelings run deep for Lisa.
Mhm.
And they want, but Ian and, what's his name? Ian and Max.
Yeah.
There's too many characters. They want to crack at Lisa.
A crack at
A
least.
crack at Lisa.
As one does.
Oh,
But the
Okay.
boy then Wyatt and Gary can have Hilly and Debbie.
Now, isn't there another Hughes movie where where we basically have a boyfriend selling his girlfriend? If I remember right, that would have occurred in
16
16 Candle, the blonde.
Yeah.
mhm. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was Anthony Michael.
And it was
Right.
There you go.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
okay.
So yeah, there's a theme there we're going to have to talk about. If
Yeah.
you watch that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now we see all four boys have bras on their heads.
Right.
And
Lisa,
we
actually, can you keep a secret?
Can you keep a secret? Yes.
And they're like, a secret? And
Oh, and then boom.
boom, we see
Right.
them with the bras on.
so they go back into the computer hacking portal to create another girl.
How'd that go?
Lisa can tell what's going on because of the wind whirling and all the chaos. The photos come to life. Everything turns blue. Books fly through fireplace.
Yeah.
Room's turned upside down. Ian yells, "I'm shitting my pants." That was a great line.
Oh, we're shitting my pants.
The girl on the piano was sucked through the fireplace, who I believe was a Playboy
Yes.
model.
She was. Whereupon she didn't just get sucked through the fireplace.
All of her
All
clothes.
her clothes are sucked through first.
Correct.
Except I think her undergarments
Yes.
remain.
I think her
No,
her bra comes off.
Yeah.
You see.
Oh, yeah, you see her.
Oh yeah. If you really pay attention, she has no bra on right before she's
Yeah,
done.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she just has underwear.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay, gotcha.
All the furniture is blown through.
The chimney.
Everything
Yeah.
gets sucked up through that chimney.
And Lisa appears and says, "What are you going to learn that people will like you for what you are and not for what you give them?" Which I was like, wow, Lisa, that was very profound. And then she
She has
points,
900.
Even the wisdom.
Right. and she,
I'm a cross stitch though.
yeah.
Yeah. Morning.
He then points out that they forgot to hook up the doll.
Yeah. It was actually hooked up to
So
him.
they don't ever make
So
a
they
second.
don't have a second
Oh.
girl because they forgot that one part.
It was sitting on top of the magazine
Yep.
that
And
had them for the Pershing too.
does the home invasion
Almost.
fly?
Well, now we have the Pershing 2 medium-range ballistic missile,
Oh, that they
And-
did hook the electrodes to.
and that appears in the house
Through the
from
floor.
through the ground up,
All the way up through the roof.
all
Yep.
the way up.
And a pigeon lands on it.
Yes.
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 Yeah.
And then we see the grandparents say, "Well, we should go visit Wyatt because he's just kind of sitting home alone, and we should go hang out with him."
Yeah.
There's some local restaurant.
Yeah.
That's a good book.
So they arrive and they try to get rid of people, and that does not go well.
Who intercepts them?
Lisa,
Oh,
the kitchen is now all blue. The grandparents are in the cupboard with huge grins on their face.
They've been like frozen.
yes.
She
Yes.
freezes them because she
And at
doesn't
least,
figure out what to do.
at
with it.
least they're not getting older.
I mean, that's
Correct.
the plus side. They're not aging.
They're not either.
So who goes upstairs and tells Wyatt his grandparents are there?
I think so.
Lisa, okay.
Yeah.
So they go downstairs and she opens the cupboard and Gary's face when they opened the cupboard was just
Yeah.
priceless. So Lisa now points out to the boys that the boys need something to help boost their self-confidence. And she motions. And all of a sudden, mutant bikers come and invade the house. Mad Max calls out the boys, saying they wear bras on their heads, tossed off to books, take a shower with jeans on with Lisa. So they're completely trying to humiliate the guys in front of their entire house full of people at the party.
Right.
But they know things that only Lisa knows.
Correct. Because they are also fictional.
Apparently.
Right. So Mad Max, not Max, but
From-
Mad Max.
Yeah.
Yes. He takes Deb, sort of hostage, if you will. And the other guy takes Hilly.
Right. Right.
Wyatt says to take his hands off the girls. Gary tells the female biker, "Why don't you shut up, bitch?" And called the bikers faggot friends.
Great. That's
Now, I believe that's our second reference to quote, faggots in this movie.
it is. It is. So that's number 2
When was the first one?
earlier in the movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just don't remember where. I'll remember in when we're talking about it.
However, I can tell you that in both cases, it was not meant as a term of endearment.
Correct. Yes. So in this whole scene, the bikers are going all over the house and kids are running everywhere and it's
Going
just
off the-
chaos.
Except that I also think that Gary goes tumbling down the stairs where in other shows on television and stuff, you'd be unconscious or dead.
Right.
He just jumps right out. So
Right.
that's, being 16 apparently.
Crime world with
Right.
I watch a lot of those. There's that whole case about the staircase.
Right.
The
So
calls
this is
the
okay. So this is Gary after he's shut up, bitch. This is when he pulled what he thinks is a fake gun.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. So they tell them to pedal their ugly asses out of there, leave in peace or stay and die. So that's when they point the gun that Lisa had at Mad Max.
Right.
So the girls are then let go by the bikers. They leave and say, you have a lovely home.
Oh, the girl. Yeah.
Somebody said, God bless you.
Can we keep this between us? I'd hate to lose my teaching job.
That guy.
Yeah.
Michael Berryman, and
Yes.
again,
Yes.
well known for the posters for The Hills Have Eyes.
Yes.
And this guy has a very unique genetic
He does.
condition.
He does.
But in this one, I think he ends up with some of the best lines. Again,
He does.
the teacher line was pretty good.
Yeah.
If it was, I don't want to lose my teaching job.
Yeah.
I think that's one of my favorite lines of this. It was pretty funny. So of course they're questioning where Gary got this gun. He's, well, don't worry, it's
a water
it's a
gun.
water gun, and he
Yeah.
shoots it, and it's not a water gun, it's a gun. So he shoots the chandelier down or
Chandelier.
something.
I think that as a kid, I assumed, because this isn't the only movie where there's motorcycles and like these weird metal-faced people. Because I think it's also in Girls Just Want to
have fun. Girls.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
So at the Debbie
Kid?
Con ball. I said Debbie. Yes.
Yeah. As a kid, I'm like, where are all these motorcycle men that have metal faces? And I would think there's motorcycle people. Do any of them have a metal face?
Yeah.
Because I thought these people really existed. Like, where did they come up with the idea to have metal faced men?
Well, like really, motorcycle gangs.
I love
Was
it.
there a great job in which facial reconstruction was
They were like,
just used steel?
right.
I think it was in the 1860s.
So was that like, oh, he was in this horrific motorcycle accident where he lost half of his face and we just replaced it with
Metal?
foil?
Yeah.
Like, why? And why was that? Okay, so if you're in this accident, now you just become a real bad guy.
Also, poor motorcycle gangs in the 80s.
Right.
Like, they really got a bad rap.
I just really thought that there would be more metal-faced motorcycle people when I was a
And
child.
but motorcycle gangs positively represented in the 80s. Really?
Positively?
Like nowadays, there are motorcycle groups that do nice things. They,
They did it then. It
they
just was
provide
to these.
toys for children. They do like these fundraisers and stuff. But back then, they were just crashing through your living room
They really
window.
did
Right.
highlight the philanthropic
I would challenge
of
you.
motorcycle gangs.
Yeah, and I'm offended by
I
that.
challenge you. I don't think you'll ever find a positive portrayal of motorcycle gangs in
Exactly.
film.
I'm just saying, like,
It does.
There's that part where they like hide in the closet, and he's like, Gary, do you feel like a chicken? And Gary's like, well, if I could shoot an egg out of my ass right now, I would.
But then again,
What
they
the hell
have
that do?
this miraculous turnaround to confront the guys.
Yeah, so that, well, because Lisa tells them, you got to get out of the closet here and confront these
yeah,
guys. And
gotta,
then the
like-
motorcycle guys pull them out of the, like, cuts a hole in the wall, pulls them out.
Through the flash,
Yeah.
faster and laugh.
The plaster and everything. But after they shoot down the chandelier, Lisa's sitting at the dining room table, just sort of like,
Observing.
this is
that's my boys.
exactly
And
how they should be going.
Maybe, like, I fully expected them to.
Well, I mean, she orchestrated that.
I know, but it's
Oh.
kind of like the way she says it is, oh, okay.
So is this the ultimate peak of the movie? And now are we closing it up?
Yep.
We close it up at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is kind of where the peak comes down.
And what happened?
So now we see Hilly talking to Wyatt, and
Good sitting in that
All
empty
over
living room.
Empty room.
yeah. So Hilly asks Wyatt to kiss her. We see Gary with Deb. Deb asks Gary how he feels about Lisa. He said he loves her, but it's a different kind of love.
Like a what?
More sisterly.
Of course.
Sisterly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, she, like,
She is everything
then
he
again-
ever wanted in a girl.
Then again, she has not grabbed his ass.
No.
Oh, okay.
She's much,
Well,
yeah. No.
I guess it could be your sister.
no ass grabbing.
Right.
Yeah.
She is everything he ever wanted in a girl, but if he could do it again, she would be just like Deb.
Of course. Of
So
course.
then Chet comes home with a dead
Turkeys or something.
Yes.
A duck.
He was hunting.
a duck.
Yes.
Right.
So he comes home, discovers the shitstorm of a party that
Happened.
happened. He says, oh, nothing better be wrong with my room. And he goes up and it's snowing in his room
Mhm.
because that happens. Gary is in bed with Deb and asks where Wyatt is. Shoots his way into the room where Wyatt and Hilly are. Stay out of this, bimbo. This is a family matter. He says to Deb.
And Wyatt is
Hilly.
still intimidated, right?
Yeah, no, like hits them over the head with the.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah.
And Wyatt still like succumbs to this like bullying.
He's so scared of him.
Yeah. Like you can have my college money. Like,
Offers his college money and social security.
yeah, like those are not
Yeah.
what? What?
So now we see Lisa and Chet encounter, and she keeps calling him Chip.
Which is hilarious.
Yes.
Which is so great.
Yes, I love it. And Chet discovers the grandparents in the cupboard.
Yep.
He gives Wyatt a wedgie.
Mm-hmm. In front of everybody.
Yes.
Is this where Wyatt says some real weird shit happened around here? And Chet's an idiot can see that monkey dick.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
So Lisa tells the boys to take the girls home so she can be alone with Chet. Chet wants to get to the bottom of everything, but first I'd like to butter your muffin.
Who says that?
Chet.
Chet does.
And Lisa calls him a wanker, which is a very English thing to say. Yeah.
Why? Why are you such a wanker?
Why do you have to be such a wanker?
Yeah. She tells him that she wants Chet to treat the boys with respect, and she can be a bitch if she doesn't get what she wants.
Yep.
True.
So then, the boys are taking the girls home, and we see Gary and Deb,
Yeah.
and they're being chased by the police.
Because Gary is driving like 35 kilometers per hour.
No, I think it was the RPMs. He was like,
Okay.
The
RPMs.
RPMs.
Yeah.
35 RPMs.
RPMs.
Looking at the tack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3,500. So
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so he thinks he's going 35, but he's really going 60 or something.
Yeah. Okay. So they got chased, but
They get chased, but
Yeah.
of course, they go over the train tracks and lose the police because a train goes by right then.
then the train immediately ends.
Yeah.
Right.
The cop was like, oh,
the gates now. Can't go through the gate.
oh yeah. 'cause
But
you're
there
not
is a
the cop.
continuity error here, and it's really hard to see this, but the train actually switches directions in this scene.
Oh,
So you have to look really closely and go, okay, the train's going this way, but eventually, as the cop's on this side, you see the train kind of going on, wait a minute, what? But it moves so quick that you can't really pick it up. You have to go back and look at it over and over and go, oh, okay. And I tell you, if you look closely at that car, I swear to God, it's an LAPD car.
oh,
probably is.
But you said it was filmed, the chases were
Stuff in
filmed
Chicago.
in Chicago. So
Interesting.
yeah, very interesting.
Well, I could also tell that the person driving that was supposed to be Gary was very
Yeah.
much not Gary.
Yeah.
Like that was horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was. So now we have Wyatt with
Hilly.
Hilly.
Billy.
So, and Wyatt says that he will wait for her if she's grounded for a month.
Yes.
And then they start.
Good guy.
Yeah. They start making out and he grabs her butt, just like Lisa grabbed his.
There.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You learned.
He learned.
You learn. Yeah.
Yeah. And Wyatt tells Hilly that he loves her while standing in the sprinkler system.
Hilly, I love you. And it's like, you? What? What?
Right.
What? You love her and like you? What?
Yeah,
In the matter of 12 hours.
Hey,
yeah, first,
she left it. She's hi, and she just goes to my house. Like, yeah. And she just sort of like walks in the house.
Yeah.
Like, it's like the equivalent of when you say, I love you, and they're like, thank you. Thank you.
so you believe that Weird Science 2 will not see these couples back together again?
Yeah.
So they go back to the house
Yes, they
and
meet back at the house.
Lisa and Chet are still in the blue kitchen.
Is Chet? What's happened at this point?
So they discovered Chet, who is now transformed into a talking pile of feces.
Carol's so nice.
Is
He's a
that,
talking pile of shit.
Yes.
is that what he is supposed to be?
Yeah. That's what he is.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
He is in his form.
Yes.
And he apologizes to Wyatt for his behavior. And Lisa assures them that Chet will return back to normal.
Half an hour.
And this is where Wyatt says, we can't have him like that. It would ruin Christmas.
Oh, it's about Chet, not the good.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. We can't have it. That. Yes.
So nothing really much happens in this scene.
Part where Chet and Lisa are kind of, I want you to apologize to the boys. I want you to be nice to them.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. And he's like, I'm not. And she's like, just for that, I ought to give you a set of elephant balls.
Oh, yes.
Don't look at that. He's already be nice to them. So she's negotiating with him to be like, when the boys come back, and from now on, you need to respect them. You need to be cool with them from now on.
Yeah.
And so he's okay. I'll do that. And then when they come back, he's sort of like in this hallway as the pile of shit. And he's like, I'm really sorry.
Yeah.
And they're like, what is this? And he's like, that's Chet. And Gary's like, what? So that's when they kind of go in and talk to Lisa, and they're like, he can't be like that. It'll ruin Christmas.
And she assures him.
He'll go back to normal.
In about a half hour.
And you explained why when he's transformed back, his first thing is to grab.
He transforms back into.
When he transforms back into Chet, the first thing he does is grabs where?
His balls.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Except for the elephant.
Yeah, he's, oh God, no, I don't have elephant balls. Okay, cool. So
now we have the boys and Lisa having a heart-to-heart and realizing that she is not
she's getting
needed.
ready. She's upstairs getting ready, and she's changed her clothes. She's got this big fancy diamond brooch on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So they have their heart-to-heart, realizing that now that they have won the girl and have accomplished the mission, so to say, she is no longer needed. So she blows a kiss and disappears, and everything goes back to normal.
She goes back into the bathroom where she came.
Oh, she goes back
Right.
to the bathroom.
And then she disappears.
In a puff of smoke or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
And is that the end?
no,
Oh.
No.
Don't the parents have to come home
they do.
from the insurance agency?
Right. So as Lisa is leaving, all of the disarray is magically transformed back to normal. The missile disappears. The home is restored to its original state.
a cool scene.
The boys
Wait,
come
what?
down to greet the parents. So Gary comes down and says, oh, hi, Mr. Donnelly. And he says something to the effect of, what did you guys do? And they kind of say, what? Oh, we hung around here.
Yeah, we didn't really do anything.
And then they leave.
It's funny in that scene where like the house is transforming and all the furniture is moving back into place. And as the parents walk up, they're kind of like, they can hear like something
Here's
happening.
something. Yeah.
And then they walk in and you can actually
See
see
the
the
little table
table
move.
that she goes to put her purse on or something. And it moves right into place
Right.
that she
Yes.
set to.
Well, they also pulled up in a taxi called Cheaper Taxi.
Oh,
Super
wow.
taxi.
Did not see that.
I thought that was hilarious.
So yeah, and this is the part where it's kind of sad because he's, oh, hey, Mom, it's so good to see you again. Thanks for coming home. And then he goes to hug his dad, and his dad's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was,
so Wyatt's dad won't hug him.
yeah.
Yeah,
That was sad.
Weird.
Why do that?
Why? Why?
To make it seem like Wyatt's
And
unloved by his
and-
father.
is that the crux of Wyatt's problem? Throughout the whole movie, it's because of his dad not hugging.
That's why he doesn't have any self.
It just seems like a really quirky thing to put in there. He could have,
Right at the
oh,
end.
no, buddy, and shaking hands.
Nothing. He was like, don't touch
Nothing.
me.
Fun.
It really, that really stood out to me that I was like, oh, his dad won't hug him. Like he goes to, and he's like, oh God, don't touch me.
Again, I feel bad. John Hughes, of course, has passed away. You wonder, is this a part of
Really?
him? Does his father
Oh,
like
right. Wow.
I'm going to get that in. I didn't understand that at all. It was harsh, man. That was
deep.
harsh.
Very deep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the
So
mom asked what they did over the weekend. They're like, oh, not much. Kind of hung around, and she says, oh, your dad thought you would have a party.
never do that. So they kind of walk up the stairs like,
Ta.
Oh, we got away with it.
We got it.
And how does this all wrap up then at the end?
So we're now at Shermer High School. Our alum.
Our alma mater.
Is there a gym class?
There's a gym class of sweaty, pimply adolescent boys.
Yeah, boys only.
Yeah, waiting for gym class to begin, and they are met by a beautifully fit coach in spandex and a Shermer High
Let's
crop
talk
top.
about those Nike high tops.
Yes.
Oh.
Can we talk about those? Those are a vibe. I
They
want to know
are
if
a
I
vibe.
could find them. I would like to own them. Were they wrestling shoes?
They kind of look like it,
They
don't
kind of
they?
look like wrestling shoes. And I was like, oh my God, where can I get these?
Because that wasn't like a thing back. Nobody wore those. So
wrestling shoes, yes.
well, right. But were they?
Those were great. So it's on my list. I'm gonna try
You're
and
gonna
find
find
those.
those.
And
You
folks,
need to
when she
Shermer High
finds
crop
those wrestling shoes, she's going to post that so everybody in the world can buy
Yes.
wrestling shoes. So that brings the
Yeah.
whole thing. Kelly
So now,
is now the gym teacher.
so now we hear the Rocky theme.
Yes.
Now I've heard stories that there are two endings. One is a Rocky theme, and then I've heard there's another soundtrack.
Oh,
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Of
there's-
what?
You know what? I don't remember. I apologize.
Okay.
It had that one in there. Now, as a little
All right.
personal note, again, the head biker, the one referred to as Mad Max, of course, did come over from the Mad Max movie
Right.
in the same makeup. They didn't have to apparently pay
Yeah.
a dime. And just as a shout out to my wife, Mary Beth McDonough, one of her great family friends was a man by the name of Vernon Wells. And that's who plays, not the same guy, but actually the same name as the guy who plays Mad Max. So a little shout out to our old friends back in the day, Vernon Wells. Yeah, your name showed up in Weird Science.
Interesting.
That's fun.
You
Yeah.
never know.
Fun.
cool.
So we see this excellent outfit with the Shermer High crop top, and we have the Rocky theme, and it is revealed Lisa tells the class to drop and give me 20, causing all the boys in the class to faint and collapse.
Like their heads or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
They all like
my
hit their head.
God. And they all fall backwards.
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
I did not understand that as well.
Yeah, and
So-
she's just sort of smiling like she's I knew that was gonna
Yeah.
Yeah. Turns to the camera and smiles, and that's our movie.
And that is
Weird Science.
weird time.
Yeah, I think to me, he abandoned this characterization of that teen angst that I think he was always trying to get across. And I think this movie kind of ruined. It's stereotypical parents that I don't like the parents at all, either one. It's just party, and things getting blown up. Whereas I think there's heart in some of his other movies. I don't know why. I don't know if it was just one of these, throw it out on the screen and I'm all set.
See what sticks.
And see what,
Well-
throw it at the wall, see what,
Yes.
and apparently it did.
I'll go first. I thought it was going to be worse than it was.
Geez, the glasses are
I know.
I'm gonna have to do that
that's
too.
intense.
Again, I think I agree with this goal. I'd have to go back on that, where it's like there's this kind of cute idea of these two boys who have no friends. They're total geeks, little computer nerds, and they do this science fiction-y thing. And in that helps them grow as people, right? They gain confidence in themselves, which you definitely see. The acting, I didn't think there was any bad acting. I thought the acting was all solid. But I'm going to go with totally cringe. I'm going totally cringe, which I think is like maybe 3 out of 5. And I'm definitely not rewatching this on a Saturday. I don't feel like I need to. I don't feel like I need to.
Okay.
How about you?
I'd say the same. I
Don't say
I-
the same.
I guess when we announced what we were going to watch, I was like, oh my God, I hate that movie.
Yeah, you did. You did say that.
I hate that movie.
Yeah.
I'm glad I
And then I couldn't remember why I hated it. I just remembered not liking it. Like it just wasn't a good movie, which was correct.
Yeah.
But I don't remember all the little tidbits of the movie.
Right.
But like the first time I watched it twice in the last week. The first time I watched it through, I was sort of taking notes and I was like, that was terrible. And I kept pausing and going back to it. And I'm like, oh my God, this is just getting worse. And I really didn't like it the first playthrough. And then I went back and watched it without pausing, just watched the whole movie, pay attention to it. And I was like, it's actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be. It's not as bad.
I'm not angry at it.
I'm not angry at it.
Yeah.
But there are definitely a lot of points that you're like, this is cringy. This is cringy.
Yeah, but
This
just
is
story.
Yeah, the story is bad. The club, the fact that she's 23 and these are 15-year-old boys, and the fact that Hilly and Deb and how their boyfriends treat them and how they're just pawns and we're going to trade them. And we have these beautiful girlfriends, but also let us just get a little bit of Lisa too. And it's not good. And so I would say on the rewatch, no, I'm not rewatching it. If I see that it's coming on, no, I'm not rewatching it. If it's on, I'm just going to change the channel.
You watch it with commercials.
No, I would watch it without commercials.
Yeah.
And I did. And it just,
Yeah. No.
I just think the cringe is,
Where are you going?
is your meter that's in here what we're basing it off of?
What we
Totally
talked about.
stupid.
Like,
Yeah, I'd say it's probably extreme.
you're going extreme.
Maybe,
But you're going adventures in babysitting level.
I mean, what were our points in Adventures?
There
in
was a
Babysitting
lot,
that we thought were cringe,
like the entire stereotyping of the entire movie.
which they kind of did in this movie.
They
too.
did. Yeah. Yeah.
So I would say that
Okay. You're going extreme.
I'm going to say if there were like a little line that you could put between super and extreme, it's right there. It's pretty bad.
Okay.
There are so many stereotypes in it that the nerd kids have to make a fantasy woman. No, there are nerdy girls too. They could have just had girlfriends that were nerdy girls. Why do you have to make a girl? And the fact that Hilly and Deb are like just these pawns and their boyfriends are total assholes
Yeah.
and treat them like shit. And then they see another girl who's hotter than them, which I don't even think she was.
Right.
Deb and Hilly are very
They were-
good looking
Yeah.
ladies.
They were super.
And they were like, you know what? No. And they totally ditched their girlfriends after they forgave them.
Yeah.
You know, the girl
Like literally
gave
1
them-
minute later. Yeah.
Like 1 minute later. And then they were like, oh, you know what? No, this girl's hotter. We're just going to go after her and hit you guys.
Yeah.
And it was like, and then at the party, they're like, hey, can we get some Elise, guys? And we'll trade you. You just have our girlfriends and we're going to, what?
Sloppy
Folds
have thing in 1985.
Oh, yeah.
This is like cringy.
Okay.
And the fact that like she makes out with a 15-year-old boy and she acknowledges, I mean, I guess your interpretation is a little different, but so if you flip the script again, if it was a 23-year-old guy and a 15-year-old girl that
It
you're
would
like,
have been filmed.
right, no, that's cringy.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of stuff in it that you're like,
Well, it goes into that whole kids in heat fantasy. Yeah.
Right. And so it's pretty high on the cringe meter. All right.
I am giving it a super on the cringe meter.
Okay.
So I'm in between, but pretty much what both of you already said. I also do not think this aged well at all.
No.
The objectification of women is just abhorrible. Her age and a 15-year-old, it's so cringy. I don't even want to really talk about
And
it.
the question is, could you film this film today?
No.
Well, I think you guys have brought up some very good points, and I actually think you could film it today. But I would change.
As a Lifetime movie, that's all locked up.
I think you have you guys have laid out the appropriate thing here. If in fact the premise is to create this woman, not creating a 15, 16, 17-year-old girl who can in fact guide these guys as to what women are like and should be expecting from them. This ends up being a tumultuous, throw a party, destructive type thing where I could have created this one to go, hey, can you create her 2D version? The 2D version to advise me. Is it
Right.
right to kiss a girl on the first date?
Right.
And she'd be the one saying, going, no, Wyatt, you can't do that one. Let me show you. So you could do that, but he threw in the cringe.
Right.
Yeah. It did not aid.
Okay. Dad?
Well, and again, I'm going to go, wait a minute, where can we go up to? You can go up to extreme. I already told you guys, this movie is so insulting. I cannot, I literally, it's like nails going down a chalkboard to hear Anthony Michael Hall's voice when he's doing his Southern black patois and then Wyatt's natural voice. Oh my God. So literally the entire movie, I can't stand listening to any of these people.
Yeah.
And you guys have all identified exactly every single one of these cringe factors. And again, we're nice enough to say 15-year-old boy, but again, reminding us that one of the conversations involved a 13-year-old girl. And you go, it's just beyond the pale.
Yeah.
Your old titties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah. Who's writing a script like that? Who's sitting there going, yeah, I think this is appropriate. I worry about it. I feel this is one of his throwaway movies. He does a much better job. A great cinematographer, great director, but this is a
Poor
total
taste.
fail. I'm going extreme on this.
Yeah. Well, let's just say, just on our, as we're closing out here, Ebert didn't even watch Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Right.
Whoa.
Refused to watch it.
Well-
Gives this 3 out of 4 stars.
Well, then we can't trust that opinion.
Yeah, we don't
because
trust it.
Pee-wee's Big Adventure, classic, greatest movie. What can I
We
say?
know that.
movie.
Greatest movie.
Right.
We know that.
So,
All right.
so I think we should just throw Ebert out.
His opinion doesn't count.
He doesn't know what he's doing.
But his opinion was a big deal. In the
It was a
movie.
big deal. So
So
if
you
we
gotta leave.
reference it, we
Yeah.
can go. We can continue
You gotta look at
to reference it.
what were people talking about at the time? And this is one where it's like, he said that?
Oh, yeah. He just.
And you said what? Never saw?
Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Yeah.
He does comment on it later on, but it's
Yeah.
just interesting that he wouldn't even review that one and he gave this
Right.
3 out of 4 stars. Like,
Right.
bro, what's wrong with you?
John Hughes. The John Hughes movie, you gotta do it.
Makes me think that he had things going on up there.
Yeah, definitely.
Thanks for hanging out with us today. We're glad you rewatched with us.
Be sure to follow or subscribe wherever you get your podcasts and check out our new website, shahpodcast.com. That's SHAA podcast.com.
There you can listen to past episodes, check out our show notes, and even vote in our weekly Cringe Meter poll. Again, that is shahpodcast.com, SHAA podcast.com.
And if you loved this episode, we'd love it if you could leave us a 5-star review. Until next time, if you're feeling awkward and hormonal, maybe skip the computer magic and just go to therapy.
Bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.